This conference will now be recorded.
Guys, wait for 2 minutes. Just wait for 2 minutes. It
This
took.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So hi Paul, how are you?
Good morning. I'm all right. How about you?
I'm little fine, little bit sick. I was pining. It was pining from. Okay, no problem. I can handle it myself. Okay. Mm, Okay. So today I just want to explain about the new data type and which is the dictionary data type. Okay. So just navigate this particular thing. I'm opening the Anaconda Navigator. Okay, let's launch the Jupyter Notebook. Okay. Okay, localhost desktop. Control C. Okay. So today I would like to complete the dictionary data type. And you know what? The dictionary data type, which is much similar to set data type only. Okay. But the thing is that it can holding the data in a curly braces only, but in items format. So we'll talk about Dict data type. So when it is the dictionary data type, when it is the dictionary data type, okay, here the variable which is holding the some elements inside of the curly braces, and here the data is it was storing an item format, and each and every item which is separated with comma, and so the each item which is a combination of the key and value. So the key it can be anything, the value can also can be anything. Okay, there is no limitation, but we have some limitation for the key that we can talk in a further steps actually. By the time we can try to hold the some kind of keys as an so we can use some data types as a keys, and some data types we can use you can use as values. Okay, so this is the way we are holding some data inside of the curly braces as item format. That kind of data type, we are calling it say dictionary data type. Okay, is it clear? So fine. For example, I want to use any data type. We can use like a any data type we can use as a value. But see, we can try to use the integer my key, and integer is my value, as well as integer can be the key, and the float can be my value. So meanwhile, I have some data, for example integer only. So key is my integer, and value, for example, some boolean data. Okay, and for example 67 is my key, and the corresponding value, for example any complex or non data type. Okay, so we can have so we can use the complex as my value also. That's not a big deal. So here we are not getting any kind of error, which means that any fundamental data type we can use like a values. Okay, meanwhile we can try to use the set. Sorry, string is my key. Sorry, string is my value. Okay, and next one is list is my value. Of course we can do, as well as tuple is my value. Of course we can do. Okay, set is my value, and dictionary is my value. Dictionary is my value. Okay, so even we can use dissimilar data type elements as the values. Okay, if I try to use the keys, we have some limitation for the keys. Okay, list and set dictionary can't be work like a can't not not for keys. So if I try to use the list set dictionary as the keys, then what happens? We'll take same example. So here integer my key, but here float is my key, and sorry, float is my key, and coming to here, and the boolean is my key. Of course we can do it. And for example none is my key. Of course we can do it. And complex is my key. Of course we can do it. We are not getting any kind of error, which means that any fundamental data type you can use like a keys. For example, if I try to use the string is my if I use the string is my key, there is no issue at all. Meanwhile, tuple is my key. Only string and tuple I'm using the keys. Rest of the things are like integers only. In this particular situation also we are not getting any kind of error. Okay, but if instead of this one, instead of the string and tuple, or we can use, I just try to use the list is my key. If I try to use the list is my key, it was an error. Okay, so meanwhile if I try to use the set is my key, even that also it could be an error. Okay, if I try to use the dictionary as my key, that could be that could also an error. So the list and set and dictionary we can't use like a keys in a dictionaries. Is it clear my point? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear or not? If not, please let me know. Okay. Guys, give me 1 second of time. I'm just having the tab. Okay. Okay, now. So even dictionary also, it is unordered data type. Dict also unordered data type. Okay. So which is not following the proper order. So which one is the first, which one is the second? We can't estimate it. Some situations, not in all situations, some situations. But one thing you should understand, list dictionary is also unordered data type. We can't access the list dictionary items. Dict also unordered data type. Dict items can't be accessed. Can't access with keys. Sorry, with the indexing. With index, slicing and dicing. Okay. But one thing you should remember, but we can access the keys, we can access the values with the reference of the keys. We can access the values with the reference of the keys. Okay. So for example, here 12 and 1.2, 89, 67 and a 10 are my keys. With the reference of the keys, we can access the values, but we can't access the entire item. Okay, if I give the a of 12, which is accessing the value. If I give the a of 1.2, which is accessing the list of 1 comma 2. Okay, this is the way we can access the values, not the items, with key index. Okay, okay. No, see, for example, if we have a duplicate keys as a element, keys in a dictionary, that situation which is removing the oldest item. So here I have the 12 SOC, 12 list of 1 comma 2. By the time which is removing this specific item and which is giving the second item as reference for us. Okay, so here I have the total 5 items are there. Instead of the 5, I have only 4 items are there. The reason is that there are 2 items which is having the same keys. So this is one reason which is not supporting the or removing the duplicate duplicate key items. Okay, next one is we can do some kind of operations. What kind of operations we can do on the dictionary? If you want to be clear all items in one shot, of course we can do with help of the clear method. When I used the clear method, which is removing the all items in one shot. Okay, meanwhile we have the copy. So I have a copy. So when I'm using the a dot copy, which is copying the all items from the a, and we can assigning to the another variable that could be the b. After that one, my a and I can print the b, which is a similar. Okay, same data it can be holding it. Okay, so that is the use of the copy that you already know it. So for example, if you want to list the all dictionary methods, then simply we can use the dict. So here we have a method is values. So when I have the values method, so which is accessing only values in one shot, only values. If you want to be access only keys from the dictionary, we can use the a dot keys. So here the keys are 12, 1.2 and 89, right? So those keys we can access with a dot keys. Next one is items. So a dot items, which is accessing the each and every item as the element of the dictionary, so which is accessing as here. Okay, now here I have a data. I want to be remove the one specific item. Okay, a dot pop item. So when I use it the pop item, so here I just want to give that the key. So based upon the key reference only, the specific item it will removing. So before removing or before popping that specific item, and after removing this item, we can try to print it. So before that, sorry, pop item which is not taking any inputs. So here the last one is this is the item, right? It is removing the last most thing. So for example, again if I use the one more pop item, after you removing the one item from the 5, there are 4 items or 4 items only there. From the 4th item, it is removing again if I'm using the pop item. Okay, this is the way we can able to remove the items from the leftmost to rightmost to leftmost. Okay, is it clear? So meanwhile we have the pop. When I have the pop method, so make sure that we should give you the input is your key. So here 89 is the key, so that means this specific item it is removing in one shot. So here a dot pop, if I give as the input is 1.2, then it was removing the 89 point colon of 1 comma 2 item. Okay, instead of that if I'm not giving anything, that it could be an error. So this is the way whatever the item we want to remove it, that specific item we can remove with help of the okay pop. So here I have the get item is there, or get. So I just want to use the get. So get is the method if I want to be access the one specific value of any key. Okay, so I just use the get method. So this is the way the get will help you. So the specific value we can access with help of the keys, okay, with help of the get method. So these are the basic operations we can apply on the dictionary data type. And here we have one method is there, which is the update method. Let me go with a small example. I have the A and B. I have the B, and I have the B. So which is having the, okay, so three items, but the one item so of A and one item of the B of the key is same. Okay, the first item of A and the last item of the B, which is same. By that particular situation, what it will do, which is instead of this item, it can be considered this one when I'm using the update. So v dot update if I'm using, okay. So before I'm updating the A and after I'm updating the A, we'll try to print it. So before updating A dot update of B, okay. Before updating 12 is having the SOC, but after updating 12 is having the 89. The latest item, it could be considered as the item of the, okay, when you have the two keys are same of A and B when I'm using the update method. So these are the methods we can apply on the dictionary data type. So I hope so you are thoroughly understood the dictionary data type as well. See what we can do by tomorrow's lecture. We will try to start the Python operators concept. Okay, clear? Is it clear, guys? Hello.
Clear, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
Yes,
this is
sir.
class. We'll catch up by tomorrow for continuation of the Python concepts. But there we would like to go for the upload the this particular class document. By tomorrow we'll talk about Python operators concept. See you guys. Bye. Take care. See you guys. Bye. Take care.